Hi everyone, my name is Lorinda and I'm an occupational therapy assistant student at Fox College, and today we're going to make a craft and talk about how crafts are pretty essential in occupational therapy interventions. A little bit about OT is that it's a profession that helps people of all ages and abilities to do the things that they want and need to do through their occupations because that's what's most meaningful to them. OT practitioners take on a holistic approach, making it client-focused when adapting the environment or the tasks to fit that person. We always ask what matters to you, not what's the matter with you, which makes our field really unique. Using crafts can be an essential tool for occupational therapy because it exemplifies the use of occupation as a means and as an end, which really helps challenge one's participation in that task. It has been a concept since the foundations of occupational therapy, and incorporating crafts and interventions can be used to assess cognitive functioning, sensory motor needs. It can help reactivate the mind and work on psychological and social factors and physical factors too, like fine motor skills and stuff like that. So they could be used and applied to other functional activities of daily living, and it can help really bring back meaning to one's life. So we're going to get started. I'm going to tell you about what we're going to be using today. So we're going to make a Christmas wreath. Depending on one's culture and stuff like that, you could adapt the wreath to fit their beliefs, and it could be something pretty generic too, like a spring wreath or fall or whatever you want to do. But today we're going to make a Christmas one. So we need a styrofoam wreath, which was $4.99 at Michael's. We have these two types of ribbon, which were $5 each at Michael's on sale. We have a Santa Claus Christmas ornament, which was $7. We have industrial glue, E6000, scissors for $2, and we also have these wooden tags, which I got for $2 as well. The total for everything ranged from $18 at the lowest end to about $26. But you can make, with the ribbon, you can make probably 2 wreaths, so it kind of evens out. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take the wreath and we're going to do this ribbon first. You could always cut as much as you want. More is better, because then when you feel like you're done, you could just cut off the extra ribbon. So I'm going to take a lot. I'm going to use my scissors to cut the ribbon. And then what we're going to start doing is placing where we want the ribbon to start. I am going to start right in the beginning, like right in the somewhat middle, and then take my adhesive industrial glue and just put some right here to keep the ribbon from moving around. You could also use a hot glue gun, but I felt using just like some fabric kind of glue would be safer for all clients all clients can use it. So what we're going to start doing is we're going to tightly wrap around the ribbon. And we're going to have to go in and out, just like this. You need a lot of hand-eye coordination throughout this activity, which could be a goal that you could be working on with somebody, is using both hands to complete this kind of activity. And then we're going to take our glue again, our industrial glue, and just glue a little bit over here, just like that. And then just push it down so that the glue dries and sticks to the fabric. Okay, so we finished this part. We're gonna now take this ribbon. It kind of looks like snow, which is going kind of with the holiday winter kind of theme. So I'm just gonna take a bunch of ribbon again And we're going to do the same thing covering up the rest of the wreath. And again, like if you have too much or too little, you could always cut more or cut the rest off. Sometimes more is better because then you could just cut the rest and it's a smooth transition. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to take the glue and we're just going to slab it on like that. We're going to press it down again. And then we're going to wrap again. Make sure you press it down pretty well so that it really connects the two materials together. So now we're going to do the same thing. Go around like this. And then this will be the back of the wreath since all of that is showing. This takes a lot of patience and concentration so that you're not making any like gaps in between, and you're really just taking your time with the activity. Now that we finished, we take the glue once more, and then we just go across again, make sure it's all covered. Oops. And then you just press down. And then you can clean up and glue anything else down that you feel like needs to be glued down. Just hold it down for a second. Now I want to add this ornament. So I'm just going to take the glue. I'm going to be pretty generous so that the ornament stays put on the fabric. This kind of glue too, you need a little bit more strength to squeeze, so this is a good type of glue to practice if you're working on like grip strength. So kind of just push that down and just hold it for a bit. And while I'm holding that, I took one of the wooden tags and I put "Let It Snow" on it. And we're going to also glue that with the glue. Yeah. And then take that and press that down and hold it. So this is what I came up with. I hope you guys like it. So that was pretty fun to make. The population that you could use making a wreath, it could be any age, because you could adapt this wreath to make it functional for, say, a child, if you're doing one with a child, because I remember making macaroni wreaths. So you could kind of like get the supplies that you need and adapt the activity as is for that population. You could also work on this with people with mental illnesses, the aging population. You could use this with stroke victims too when you're working on spatial processing, and even just like increasing the strength of the arm that's not functioning as properly. Some goals that you could use as an outcome would be like social skills. So if this was like in a group activity, you could put more materials out and people could talk about, whatever the topic that they want. So if they made a Christmas wreath, they could talk about their Christmas traditions and stuff with somebody else, and you could really connect with people that way. This is a really good goal if you're working on hand-eye coordination and endurance, because there's just a lot of wrapping around and you really have to stay focused and take your time. You could also, for cognitive goals like decision making, so if you give them a assorted amount of materials, they could choose what they want, and then they could go about making the wreath however they want to and planning that all out. So yeah, this is our Christmas wreath. I hope you guys enjoyed and have a good day.